Welcome to everyone. I'm Dr. Frank Dooley, Chancellor of Purdue University Global. And one of the things that we're going to do is the speakers will take their mask off, but we're going to ask that everyone else be masked throughout the ceremony today for the safety of everyone. Now, whether you're with us here in West Lafayette or participating from home, let me be the first to welcome you to our 11th commencement ceremony and the first in West Lafayette. So let's clap for that. For those of you not standing, would you please rise for the presentation of the colors, the national anthem, and the retiring of the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Join me in recognizing and thanking the members of the Purdue University Air Force ROTC. Thank you very much. And Lisa, where are you? I also want to thank our soloist, Lisa Calderon, for sharing her beautiful voice with us. She's earned a magna cum laude honors and is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in communication, so she's got more to celebrate. We're going to start by introducing the dedicated members of our university administration and faculty who are joining today's celebration. So please stand when I announce your name and remain standing. Dr. Paul Bott, Board of Trustees. Dr. John Harbour, Provost. Dr. Judith Lewandowski, Vice Provost. Mr. Michael Lorenz, Vice President of Academic Operations and Registrar, Dr. Carolyn Nordstrom, Vice President of Faculty and Academic Resources from the Concord Law School, Dean and Vice President Martin Pritkin, Professor Latifa Muhammad from the School of Nursing, Dean and Vice President Dr. Melissa Birdie, Professors Dr. Julie Grissom and Morgan Duttler, from the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Dean and Vice President Dr. Sarah Sander, Professors Dr. Gabrielle Blackman and Dr. Krista Pitts. From the School of General Education, Dean and Vice President Dr. Jody DeCourt, Professors Dr. Ritu Sharma and Dr. Carolyn Stevenson. Please join in welcoming them. Now, I'm just thrilled that we're able to celebrate here on campus where the history of Purdue University began over 150 years ago. And if you went back 150 years ago, classes began with 6 instructors and 39 students. And where are we today? How far have we come? Well, West Lafayette, the campus here, has 50,000 students. And Purdue Global, our university, has another 35 students. We're grateful to provide a ceremony that brings us all together, no matter where we live around the globe. And also, are you here with us today in Elliott Hall or joining us virtually? Graduates, it's quite remarkable. At today's ceremonies, you represent 49 states, including Washington, D.C., places around the world like Canada, Hong Kong, Jamaica, Japan, the Middle East, the Philippines, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. I love that we remain close through this institution as we commemorate your accomplishments today. But I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest, graduates, that while you are all amazing, you didn't get here today on your own. You leaned on family and friends for encouragement and support through your journey at Purdue Global. So let's take a moment to thank your support team and show them our appreciation. And we got cowbells. I'm good. This is feeling good. All right. As Will Ferrell would say, more cowbells, right? All right. What a great support system you've had during your journey. You wouldn't have made it without them. We are honored that our Purdue Global student body includes nearly 5,000 active duty National Guard and Reserve military members serving around the globe, over 1,400 military family members, and around 2,800 veterans. That's over 9,000 of our students affiliated with the military. Would each of you in the audience today who is an active service member or a veteran please stand? Thank you so much for your service. So while I'm at it, let me share with you what makes your class and your alma mater so remarkable. So we're going to do some gymnastics here. Will the graduates who are attending today as a first-generation graduate please rise and remain standing? So if you're a first-gen student, please stand up. And here's cool. To put it in perspective, almost half, no, stay standing, you don't get to sit down, come on. Part of going to school is following directions, all right? With the graduates almost half of our students were first gen, all right? Well, the graduates who had a job or were in the military service while attending school, please rise and remain standing. Come on. Will the graduates who cared for a child or other dependent while obtaining your degree please rise, remain standing? If you're already standing, raise your hand. We're doing Venn diagrams now. It's another 60% of our students. If you look around right now, almost everybody is standing. So you can sit down now. In addition to those with us in Elliott Hall today, we want to recognize that over the last year, over 10,000 Purdue Global graduates have obtained their degree. What a wonderful story. And you know, I drive the people who run graduation a little bit crazy because I go off script once in a while. Was anybody at the basketball game last night? Would you please raise your hand? All right, there. You know, when I watch the game, they're wonderful to watch this year, but they talk to me about the Purdue Global graduates, and in three ways. Number one, you know, we've gotten really used this year to really being really good, which the Purdue Global students are. Second thing, though, is what they showed yesterday. You know, with 8 minutes or something left, we're up by 19 points. All right, we got another one, and all of a sudden, here came Iowa charging. And it would have been real easy to fold, but they didn't. And what it showed, you know, and I'm pretty sure as a student during your journey, there were days when it had been easy just, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But there was the persistence there, and they stayed with it, and they battled through and won. And a lot of life is battling through and won. And then the last thing, not the last thing, second thing that they show over and over and over again is the teamwork. You know, one announcer earlier this week said that Purdue University's basketball team's like Noah's Ark. They have two of everything. They have an All-American coming off the bench as center, and he's the biggest cheerleader on that team. And it's when your leaders are supporting everyone that you know that you got a great team. They're a remarkable team. They're going to be number one in the country on Monday, just like you're number one with me. So thank you. And I guess what I'm trying to say, that what you've done is so remarkable given all the things we talked about. Being a first gen, having children or other dependents, and working and going through school. You've juggled so many things, and you're here today. What an accomplishment. And just to make life a little more interesting, in the last 20 months we threw COVID at you, right? It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get here, and you should be incredibly proud. So let's take a hand for this. And now, I have a wonderful honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Air Force. Now it says veteran on my notes, but actually he's still in the Air Force, so active duty, Uran Lee. Uran is a Purdue University Global alumnus. He graduated summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness. He was with us in Washington, D.C. in August, and he showed me a picture last night of me when he came across the stage, which some of you are going to be doing in about 20 minutes or so. So please join me in welcoming Uran Lee. Uran.
Okay, y'all ready? All of my certification, associates, and bachelor degree candidates, if you can hear me, clap once. Masters, doctorates, law degree candidates, if you can hear me, clap twice. Family and friends, if you can hear me, clap 3 times. Okay, so that wasn't a mic check. That was me protecting my own ego. In the event that the words I say to you don't move you, you've already given me my applause. It's all downhill from here. So before I get started, I have to do something that I do every time I get on stage, no matter where I am. And that's to send a heartfelt shout out to the woman that's held me down for 23 years, my beautiful wife, Sonia. I love you. Thank you for coming. To everyone else, I have a confession. I was a little nervous about doing this. Even though I auditioned, got selected, came up with what I thought was a solid game plan and a solid message, every time I rehearsed, I kept going over my allotted time. So I had to keep cutting it down and cutting it down. And it got a little stressful, but then I realized something. I've been in stressful situations before, and your boy is clutch. I mean, it came down to the wire, but like many of you, I too like to live dangerously because like many of you, I do my best work at 11:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holla if you hear me. So y'all are feeling me. We're getting there. I'm getting excited. And I'm excited for all the graduates because I remember back in August in our nation's capital, where I was where you were, in my seat, adrenaline pumping, with one thing on my mind. It wasn't the future. It wasn't how long is this ceremony going to actually last, which I know some of you are probably thinking that. No, the one thing that was on my mind was, is the announcer going to say my name right? Am I the only one? Well, let me put your fears to rest. They do an excellent job. Now, if my timeline is right, though, some of you right now are going through your obligatory shout-outs on social media, your family, your friends, spouse, kids, what have you. But on this day, I want to challenge you all to go a little deeper. I want you to reach down and thank those who rarely get recognized but are so key to our success. Of course, I'm talking about the creators of Citation Machine and Grammarly, AKA lifesavers. Come on now. Okay, so the ice is broken. Let's dive in. Graduates, I am so humbled and honored to be standing here speaking to you today. I want you to encapsulate this moment with positive memories. But in the words of the Carpenters, we've only just begun. This is where the grind starts. Do you know where all those late night homework assignments, discussion questions, quizzes, group projects, and those end of term surveys got you? Right here, to the starting line. This is where your race starts. This is where the grind starts. Now I can see some of y'all looking at me like, this dude is crazy. He don't know my life. I've been grinding the whole time I've been in school. And to that I can agree. I am not negating your level of grind up until now, but this is not the type of grind that I'm talking about. Because keeping it real, at the end of this ceremony, at the decree of the chancellor, all of you are going to walk out of here with an awesome certificate that says that you know how to do a thing. The grind is going out into the world and doing that thing and killing it. In the face of all kinds of adversities, an ever-changing pandemic, and an ever-growing field of competition, and coming out on top. And if you ever feel that you get lost on this grind mission that I'm going to put you on, just remember why you started in the first place. Whether it was a childhood dream or a newfound love, going back to the beginning will put you on center and lead you down the correct path. Now, this grind mission has 5 steps, and I'm going to go through them fairly quickly because y'all not about to blame me for how long this ceremony is going to be. Step 1, sincerely thank everyone that's ever come before you. Anyone who you have ever looked up to, anyone who has ever given you any advice on how to accomplish not only this goal, but any goal in life, if they are still around, thank them. Because continued success does not happen all by your lonely. Notice I focused on the word continued because trust me, I understand that you can succeed on your own. But with a strong support team that has your back, you will not lose. So thank your people. On the flip side of that, thank your haters. Those who you know low-key doubted you ever got here, hunt them down. And kill them with kindness. Flick your tassel in their face. Because the hate that they gave you fueled you to get here and to do it with an air of confidence that would make anyone ever doubt you ever again. So thank your haters. Step 2, start procuring the tools that's gonna take to pave the way for those coming behind you. You all are now a benchmark of success. You are a standard. My military folk, you have troops, subordinates. You are charged with getting them to where you are and living out their fullest potential. My civilians, you have a community of younger people that are looking up to you. Give them your stories, your anecdotes, your successes, your failures, but most importantly, give them your time because the next generation needs it. Step 3, network. Network, 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 and for good measure, network. Because I'm sure we can all finish this statement, so I want y'all to do it for me. You ready? It's not what you know. Has everybody ever thought about asking Purdue University to use that as a grading criteria? I mean, don't get me wrong, you see the gold, I did my thing, we did our thing. I'm just saying it would be a lot easier if we can just turn in a paper with a list of everybody we follow on Instagram. Am I right? Okay, sorry, tangent, my bad. Back to what I was saying. Graduates, you've been in classes for 10 weeks, maybe less, maybe more, with people that you never met face to face. Some of you may be meeting for the first time today. Keep those communications open, okay? But I want you to listen to me and listen good on this part. If you ever said, or if you ever plan on saying, if you ever need anything from me, let me know. Understand that that is a lifetime contract. That person that you said it to may not need you in the next second, minute, hour, day, week, month, or year. But when they call on you, honor your word. As well as understand that you guys are gonna be in a position one day to help somebody. Somebody's gonna be in a position to help you out. Don't burn bridges. Copy? Step 4, leave a legacy. I read that the best thing that you can do for this earth is to write a book. So I challenge you all to write a book. I'm not saying it has to be a best-selling novel, but each and every one of you are different. Each and every one of you handles situations differently. Put your thoughts down in a book, in a blog, somewhere where it can be immortalized for generations to come, because I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna need you long after you're gone, and your words are gonna get them through. So leave a legacy. Step 5, rep your squad. You all are now about to enter into a brotherhood/sisterhood called alumni. And you will be charged with repping Purdue University Global to the fullest. Whether you decide to wear some merch, put a sticker in your car, or word of mouth, let people know where you got your education from. Show them what Purdue University Global is all about. Rep your squad to the fullest. And that's it. That is the grind mission that I'm putting you on. Be humble, pay it forward, network, leave a legacy, and rep your squad. Now I'm gonna finish this off with a quote from my father, who said, "Son, the last thing you say to someone may ultimately be the last thing you say to anyone. So choose your words wisely and speak from your heart." Graduates, today, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. You deserve everything because you've worked so hard. My military folks, I salute you. My civilians, chest pound. Congratulations, graduates, you've made it. Your mission starts now. Thank you.
You know the beautiful thing? Uran's inspiring message, he just lived it. He graduated in August and he's back paying it forward just like he's telling you to. So thank you again. All right, it's now time to turn our highlight to our graduates. All right, this is when it's starting, all right? Will the doctoral candidates please rise? So as you go across this great country, only 2% of our nation's populations have a doctoral degree. Please be seated. Will the master's candidates please rise? There's more of them. There's about 9% of our nation's population, so please be seated. All right. Now, prior to the pandemic, if you were a doctoral or a master's level graduate, you would have been hooded on stage as a formal way to recognize your great accomplishment. For this ceremony, to ensure everyone's health and safety, the graduates were able to submit a video of themselves being hooded by a loved one. To commemorate this special occasion, we've highlighted a few of them. And you can see them on the screens, right? Getting your master's or doctoral degree is an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to each of you. And I know as somebody who's hooded my own grad students, it's a very special feeling, but I'm confident that it's also great to be hooded by a loved one. So, all right, thank you. Now, we're also proud to recognize our graduates who have earned academic honors by achieving high cumulative grade point averages in their associate's or bachelor's program. They're noted in the program with an asterisk next to their name. So will the graduates who earned a cum laude honors please rise? And they're wearing the white cords to recognize this achievement. Cum laude grads, yes? Please be seated. Will the graduates who earned magna cum laude honors please rise? They're wearing the silver cords for their achievement, so please rise. Well done. Please be seated. And now, for the graduates who've demonstrated exemplary ability and discipline by earning perfect scores in all of their courses at the university, or summa cum laude graduates, please rise and show off those gold cords. Straight A's the entire time you're here. I never experienced that myself, so congratulations on your achievement. Please be seated. So graduates, I want to ask you right now, how are you feeling? Good? Might be time for some cowbells. Come on, let's go here. There we are. I'm not sure, are they cowbells or jingle bells? We're going to have to figure that one out. It's just nice to hear the cheers and see you celebrating. I think you're getting the vibe that, you know, today's a lot about recognizing and celebrating. And you know, whether you're in the audience with us today or participating from home, let's show the world how proud you are by using the hashtag Purdue Global Proud when posting on social media. And some of you might be posting right now, all right. All right, so now is the time, it's the reason we're all here today is to recognize our graduates. All right, grads, once again. We're going to be starting, you're going to be processing across the stage. But in order to remain safe, just going to inform you that you're going to shake, you won't be shaking hands today. We might give you a fist bump, but we just need to be ultimate careful today. So it'll be either the provost or myself. I'm going to start by recognizing our over 900 virtual graduates who are participating from around the world. So virtual graduates, please rise so I can formally recognize you for your degree. Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University Global, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you the doctoral, master's, bachelor's, associate's, or certificate, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Virtual graduates, congratulations to you.
Deanna Abney, Jury Ellis Acosta, Julian Adame, Obafemi Adedayo, Dilip Ed Hickory, Kaylee Agler, Kenneth Agnew, Melanie Aguilar, Darwin Agare, U.S. Marine veteran, Dorinda Atkins, Cheyenne Akers, Dina Al-Ani, Saeed Alam, Vanessa Alegria, Julian Alexander, U.S. Army veteran, Jorge Alfonso, U.S. Navy veteran,
Danielle All,
Robert Aldridge, U.S. Air Force, Jeffrey Almonte, Annika Alvarez,
Melissa Alvarez, Katie Ament, Travis Amon, U.S. Army, Shanique Amos, Tracy Amster, U.S. Army, Brandy Anderson, James Anderson, U.S. Army, Justice Anderson, U.S. Marines, Melanie Andrade Williams, Brittany Andrews, U.S. Air Force, Virginia Andrews, Cecilia Apukese, Danielle Arsenault, Samantha Archibald, Matthew Armstrong, Jackie Arnold, Sandra Arnold, Jewel Arrington, Vic Arroyo, Krista Ashworth, U.S. Air Force veteran,
Samsung Astle, Tamika Augustin, Melissa Augustine, Marquetta Austin, Gerardo Avalos, U.S. Marines, Jill Babbitt, Joshua Baez, Brooke Barker, U.S. Army veteran, Jasmine Barker, Kimberly Barrett, Christine Bartholomew, Alec Barton, Samantha Bates, Brittany Beaver. Melanie Bebout. Elizabeth Beckett. Tia Bell. Keisha Liebelton. Camilla Bend al-Bastalam. Angela Bennett.
Mackenzie Bennett, U.S. Army. Michael Bennett, U.S. Air Force. Billy Benton II. Justin Berg. Austin Bergeau, U.S. Army veteran. Ashley Barrett. Holly Besaw. Keisha Bethea. Ashley Vizarez, U.S. Navy. Vijay Bharti. Brianna Bills. Philip Blades. Julia Blalock. Dawn Bland. Jessica Blunt. Gabrielle Bobson. Keisha Bogle. Janisha Booker. Raoul Boone, U.S. Army. Laura Borges.
Kelly Bowen. Nicholas Bowers. Jason Boyd. Catherine Braccolino. Keith Bradley, U.S. Navy veteran. Stephen Brayer, U.S. Army. Shauna Lee Brahe. Alexis Bralier. Jamel Brandon Davis. Emily Bray.
Bro Jr.
Heather Bresnan.
Nicole Brief.
Sydney Bright. Paulina Brungay. Tiffany Brinkley. Antoinette Brooks. Dale Brooks. Aquanita Brown. Brianna Brown. Christy Brown.
Dion Brown. Diane Brown. Dorian Brown. Robin Brown. Teresa Brown. Trista Brown. Rachel Bruce. Tiffany Brunson, U.S. Army veteran. Angela Bryant. Bria Bryant, U.S. Army. Charity Bryant. Sharon Bullcalf. Abriana Burks. Jeanette Burkham. Austin Burton. Gwen Buss. Kaylee Butler. Michelle Butler. Mariela Caban. Angelica Cabaya.
Laura Cadell, U.S. Army veteran. Anna Cairns. Christopher Calandrio. Elena Camacho, U.S. Navy. Aaron Campbell. Virginia Candelaria. Yuri Canavasciolo.
Ricky Canon.
Chelsea Captabos. William Capener Jr. Emily Cardillo. Allison Carlisle. Elizabeth Carlson. Megan Carman. Shaquita Carmichael. Olivia Carnahan. Danielle Caro, U.S. Army. Devin Karen. Brittany Carrasco.
Stephanie Carath.
Emma Case.
Courtney Castro. Charnel Castro Alacoa. Raquel Cataldo. Kent Esterly Cazo, U.S. Army. Adam Chastain, U.S. Army veteran. Nan Chen. Jubilee Choi. Shauna Chang Sambola. Vanessa Shantos, U.S. Air Force. Hamid Chogole. Karen Christensen. Marcus Christensen, U.S. Navy veteran. Kevin Christian, U.S. Army. Ashley Church. Catherine Sipperly. Sharon Sipuli. Renata Clark. June Clay. Shannon Clem. Brenda Coe. Stacy Coit.
Daniela Coleman. Catherine Coles. William Collins. Lori Collis. Cynthia Cologne. Jonathan Cologne, U.S. Army. Dominic Cometa, U.S. Navy. Ariana Cook, U.S. Army. Kelly Cooley. David Cooner. Gareth Coote. Mary Cormier. Joshua Cortez Rodriguez, U.S. Air Force veteran. Jean-Ann Cosgrove. Karis Covington.
Karen Cazellas.
Silas Crane. Michaela Crocker. Carrie Crotty. Adrienne Cruz.
Alyssa Cruz. Maria Cruz. Daniel Cummings, U.S. Army. Jill Cummings. Nicholas Curry. Bobby Dake, U.S. Army. Tamira Dales. Caroline Dallas. Gwendolyn Daniel. Estelle Darensborg, U.S. Army. Vicki Davidson. Candace Davis. Jennifer Davis. Karshina Davis, U.S. Army. Joseph Daw. Tyler De Almeida. Jasmine Dean, U.S. Air Force veteran. Rosa Isela Dearman, U.S. Army. Henrietta Dado. Amber Dejoun. Elvi del Angel,
Taylor DeMars, Jason Dennis, Akib DeRizio, U.S. Navy, Cynthia DeWitts, Stephanie DiCarlo, Franklin Dickey, U.S. Marines veteran, Mindy Deal, Shanita Dixon, Lou Joe, William Doig, Kurt Donald, Sean Druin, Carlandro Dudley, U.S. Army, Shakira Dukes, Sharon Duncan, Brittany Eason, Emily Echeverria, Jennifer Ecker, Charles Edmund, U.S. Army, Tracy Edmondson,
Elizabeth Edokwa, Kafui Eduse, Glenn Edwards, Shania Edwards, U.S. Army, Takara Edwards, U.S. Army, Tiffany Epete, Jessica Elenzone, Gressica Elliott Delgado, Latasha Ellison Valle, Marissa English, U.S. Army veteran, Mark John Arabal, Desiree Erickson, Destiny Irwin, Theodore Esparza, U.S. Army, Marco Estrella, U.S. Navy, Stacy Eveland, Crystal Exford, Arciola Fairgoin, Letitia Fairley, Eduardo Falquez, U.S. Army,
Makiba Farley, Nicholas Farmer, Stephanie Farrington, Faye Fee, Dylan Feathers, U.S. Army, Shanice Fenty, Jeff Ferguson, Jenna Ferguson, U.S. Army veteran, Stephen Fernandez, U.S. Army veteran, Christine Ferry, Pamela Fields, Eddie Fierro, U.S. Army, Bailey Findley, U.S. Navy, Jamie Fisk, U.S. Army veteran, Michael Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzpatrick, U.S. Army veteran, Stacy Flatten, Angela Fletcher, Anna Florian,
Sheba Fogel, Kenny Fontes, Alyssa Foote, Temitope Fawowi, Rita Francis, Nicholas Francisco, Kelsey Franks, Megan Frechette, U.S. Air Force, Alyssa Fuss, Lisa Fuller, Carly Furs, Sarah Gaddis, Kiara Gaffney, Ashley Gahagan, Edom Galley, Coretta Galloway, Mercedes Galloway, Chevalier Gallo, Christian Gamboa, U.S. Army, Amanda Gandolfo,
Kimberly Gaon, Janice Ganzert, U.S. Army, Katie Garbett, James Garcia, Sheena Gardner, Jeremy Garduno, U.S. Army, Meredith Gavers, Surubi Gebri,
Minimal George,
Lakeisha Gillespie,
Michelle Gilson, Tiffany Gladney, Dawn Goldberg, Alexis Gomez, U.S. Army, Liza Gonzaga, Carrie Gonzalez, Catherine Gonzalez, Erica Gonzalez, Carmen Gonzalez, Rahula Gooch, U.S. Army veteran, Gloria Gouray,
Brooke Gordon, Melissa Gosley, Robert Gottfried, U.S. Army veteran, Christina Grady, Kishana Grant, Alan Grego, Allison Gregory, Deanna Griffin, Marlene Griggs Warner, Charlotte Grooms O'Rear, Shanda Groves, Lamaris Groves, Renee Grubbs, Myra Guadarrama, Ellie Guardiola, U.S. Navy veteran, Angelica Guerra, Raul Guerra, Richard Guerra, Levi Diana Guerro, Ryan Guilfoyle, U.S. Army,
Ashley Gunn, Jacqueline Gunter, U.S. Army, Kim Gurong, Miles Gutierrez, U.S. Navy, Kaylina Hall, Krista Hallmark, Bridget Ham, Georgette Ham, U.S. Army, Winnie Hahn, Olivia Hanna, Daytwan Hardy, U.S. Army veteran, Twyla Harp, Shantae Harper, Jada Harris, Johnny Harris, Derek Harvey, U.S. Army, Rosanna Hashimoto, Keisha Hatcher, Clayton Hawkins, Jastin Hawkins, U.S. Army,
Mark Hawley, U.S. Army veteran, Amy Hayden, Jasmine Hayes, Jamie Hazlett, Lindsay Hurd, Tiara Hebron, Bridget Helbling, Lizzie Henderson, Shayna Henderson, Amanda Henry. Anthony Hebert Jr. Caitlin Herbranson. Carrie Hernandez. Heather Hernandez, U.S. Navy. Ilsa Hernandez. Crystal Hernandez. Allie Huisenvelt. Ashley Higgins. Stephanie Higgins, U.S. Navy. Erica Hill.
Valerie Hill. Amanda Hillman. Monica Hinkle. Charmaine Hinton. Brandon Hislop. Stephanie Heights. Marquita Hobson. Nina Hodges. Linda Hum. Paige Holloway. Gwenzella Holmes. Takesa Holmes. Shanika Holt. Matthew Hom, U.S. Army veteran. Samantha Hood. James Hornsby, U.S. Navy veteran. Magdalene Horvath. Brittany Howard, U.S. Air Force veteran. Carmen Howe. Danny Howell.
Aaron Hudson, U.S. Army. Kristen Hughes. Robin Hughes.
Lucretia Hall.
Jeffrey Hummel. Anna Hunt. Indigo Hunt, U.S. Army. Mia Hunter. Allie Husky. Nathan Husser. Shelley Imler. Karen Inaboya. Damilola Iroka. Crystal Iwuchukwu. Daniel Jack. James Jackson. Melissa Jackson. Shayla Jackson. Gina Jacob. Sean Jacob.
Stephanie Haurigi Murillo. Tanya Jean-Philippe. Dustin Jensen. Brianna Chashonik. Jennifer Jett. Joasmin Jimenez. Amy Joel. Joy Johnson. Kiara Johnson. Cody Johnson. Felicia Johnson. Talia Johnson. Zachary Johnson, U.S. Army. Ryan Johnston. Tina Jonas. AJ Jones, U.S. Army. Desiree Jones. Ebony Jones. Elizabeth Jones. Jennifer Jones.
Rachel Jones. Raekwon Jones, U.S. Army. Shalissa Jones. Rachel Jordan. Bronte Joseph, Swapna Joseph, Lisa Kaminsky, Susan Kenya, Edward Kawamura, U.S. Army, Joya Kennedy, Monica Kekkeresme, Gretchen Kais, Ryan Kodra, Josephine King, Sarah King, Rebecca Kirsch, Joey Klotz, Heather Kanar, Jinsey Koshi, Katie Kuchta, Alexandra Kudrick,
Tay Kawako, U.S. Navy. Dawn Lagara, Patrick Lamb, James Lanciotti, Johanna Land, Jessica Lane, Kathy Latham, Faith Latwis, Amber Lauer, Becca Laughlin, Patrick Lawson, U.S. Army, Michael Leake, Diana Liebers, Alexis Lee, U.S. Army, Larry Lee, U.S. Air Force veteran, Haley Lentz, Jaime Leos, Christian Levner, Corey Lewis, U.S. Army, Jasmine Lewis,
Melissa Lewis, Sharona Lewis, Ginny Lee, Kiana Line, Brittany Lennon, Chrissy Little, Cheryl Lloyd, Shane Logan, Megan Long, Mary Long, Amarichi Lopez Santa Maria, Amanda Laurie, Taylor Loring, Megan Lowry, Emily Lucero, U.S. Navy, Mary Luloff, Tiffany Lupardis, U.S. Army, Lisa Lynch, Megan Lyon, Christina Macon, Nathan Merck,
Sarah Magenti, Alyssa Maglio, Brooke Mackey, Mary Melcheski, Evelyn Mandeville, Sarah Manis, Andrea Manzo, U.S. Army veteran, Courtney Merrick, Erica Maroney, Serena Marshall, Yeti Marti, Marco Martinez, Mitchell Martinez, U.S. Army, Rachel Martinez, U.S. Air Force, Christina Martinez Catafono, Maria Mashek, Jamal Mason, Joel Matson, Heather Matilla, Stephanie Maxon,
Brittany Maxwell, U.S. Coast Guard. Elise May. Rachel Mayo. Simon Mazuka. Latasha McClellan. Jaslyn McClure. Kelsey McCoy. Josie McDonald. Shamila McEachin. Paula McFarlane. Sandra McFarlane Lingard. Kenya McGuire. Timothy McGuigan. Angela McGuire. Samantha McKellar. Jasmine McLaurin. Tamika McLaurin. Stephanie McMillan. Stephanie McNeil. Kitty McSparren. Dennis McSweeney.
Carolee Meekham, Damaris Mendez Sanchez, Anna Mendoza, Elizabeth Mercer, Ryan Merriweather, Charles Messenger, U.S. Army veteran, Antonio Matheny, U.S. Army, Davina Miller, Robert Miller, Ariel Mitchell, Candy Mitchell, U.S. Air Force, Christopher Mitchell, Jessica Mitchell, McKenna Mitchell, Tracy Montgomery, U.S. Coast Guard, Heather Munzingo, Samantha Moodley, Candace Moore, Joseph Moran, Trisha Moreno,
Christina Morgan. Stephen Mosley, U.S. Air Force. Tatiana Mosley. Caleb Movzas. Lisa Movzas. Tiffany Mueller. Erica Mulkey Klotzen. Amber Muniz. Sadekatu Munkaila. Evelise Murphy. Aziza Musa. Amber Nash, U.S. Navy. Dauda Nasa. Karine Ndumba. Angela Neal, U.S. Army veteran. Ashley Neal. Lainey Nelson. Deborah Neslihut. Tony New. Brittany Newsom.
Hui No, Jenny Wynn, Anthony Nicholas, Latina Nicholson,
Sarah Nias.
Deneen Nittinger, Lisa Noakes,
Sarah Nuncio.
Monique Nyack, Heather O'Brien, Tyler O'Quinn, U.S. Army, April Osteen. Laura Oakes. Brittany Oatman. Michelle Ochoa, U.S. Army. Teofik Oguntade. John Ohimi, U.S. Navy. Chris Ollinger.
William Olivares, U.S. Army.
Corianne Onstott, U.S. Marines veteran. Elizabeth Orcutt. Gay Ortega. Jennifer Owens.
Tori Owens, U.S. Army veteran. Alexis Padron. Juan Paredes. Sarah Parrish. Amy Parker. Anthony Parker, U.S. Army. Carolyn Parnell. Yasmin Pavaranda. Courtney Patrick. Sherelle Padishaw. Lashonda Paldo. Sierra Payne. Alex Pedrochi, U.S. Army. Erica Peak. Sarah Peppers. April Perez. Mariela Perez. Sarah Paris. Jessica Perso. Angela Petersheim.
Faith Phelps. Sheena Phelps, U.S. Navy.
Kennedy Phillips Meyer.
Brittany Pearson. Nicole Pies. Stephanie Pineda. Savannah Pino. Catherine Pittman. Anna Pollard. Carissa Poole. Jason Porter. Sharon Porter. Dorothy Powell, U.S. Army veteran. Stephen Prusser, U.S. Air Force. Sarah Price. Jennifer Pritchard.
Amanda Pritt.
Christine Prudenti. Kimberly Prunkard. Ashley Pujols.
Aisha Pushpo. Travis Pica. Jessica Quevedo. Tommy Queen, U.S. Navy veteran. Molly Quick. Sharita Quick. Michael Quinn, U.S. Army. Muhammad Twahidur Rahman. Jose Ramirez. Leah Ramirez. Erica Ramsey. Corey Rankins. Aisha Rashid. Tristan Ratliff. Jennifer Ray. Christina Raymond. Abigail Rio. Ashley Reeser. Stacy Rector. Jarvis Red, U.S. Army. Jayla Redding, U.S. Army veteran.
Kimberly Reed. Scott Reed, U.S. Navy. Carlos Reynoso, Joanne Rhodes, Jennifer Rice, Sam Richmond, Jessica Ricketts, Cody Rids, U.S. Navy, Anna Riley, Carrie Ritter, James Rivas, U.S. Navy, Amanda Rivera, Gabrielle Rivera, Jesus Rivera, U.S. Marines veteran,
Courtney Rivere,
Gabrielle Robbins, U.S. Army, Juanita Roberts, Kelly Roberts, Taylor Roberts, Bryce Robinson, U.S. Marines,
Jonathan Robinson, U.S. Marines. Christina Robinson, U.S. Army veteran. Victoria Robinson. Mike Rowe, U.S. Army. Monica Roman. Zuri Rondeau Fox. Minette Claire Rosario. James Roush, U.S. Marines veteran. Kelly Roy. Ellie Rummel. Amanda Roop. Therica Russell. Rommel Ruzol. Shannon Salazar. Katie Samu. Vanessa Sanchez. Aaliyah Sanders. Celia Santos Gallego. Viji Sarsvaran. Tiffany Sasser.
Stephen Sauls, U.S. Navy veteran, Kayla Saunders, Mark Shemmers, Lori Schlogel, Jacobus Schumann, U.S. Army, Heather Schreiber, Ken Sherman, U.S. Army veteran, Roxanne Schwaderer, Yael Schwartzbard, Sarah Scobie, Amber Scott, Danny Scott, Cheryl Scott, Yasmin Scott Cyrus, Nicole Seaman, Andrew Searfoss, Yvette Seabach, Rafiza Sicharan, Robin Seal, Anna Sepulveda,
Jesse Seward, U.S. Navy. Julie Shade. Melissa Sharamfar, U.S. Army. Alex Scher. Kelly Sharp. Peter Shaw. Lindsay Shepard. Heather Sherman. Emily Shoquist.
Anuja Srestha,
Lauren Sibley. Tyler Siegler. Edna Simmons. Emily Simpson. Jeremiah Simpson, U.S. Army veteran. Rebecca Sindelar. Robert Slade, U.S. Army veteran. Stephanie Slade.
Malika Smickle.
Elena Smith, U.S. Army.
Joshua Smith Sr., U.S. Army. Kerry Smith. Latanya Smith. Michelle Smith. Nicoya Smith, U.S. Army. Sadie Smith. Tamila Smith. Caitlin Sokaby. Melissa Soderquist. Kyle Sorrendo. Adriana Souza. Leslie Souza. Jasmine Sparks. Melissa Sparks. Anna Spaulding. Suzanne Spina. Michelle Spivey. Janice Springfield. Brandon Sproles. Cynthia Sinclair.
Eleanor Stain. Carmen Stella, U.S. Army. Brittany Sterrett Jones. Shannon Stevens. Kurt Stevenson, U.S. Navy. Kishana Stewart. Maria Stewart, U.S. Navy. Shamari Stewart. Nicholas Stern. Adam Stokes, U.S. Army veteran.
Robin Stokes.
Telly Strayhorn, U.S. Army veteran. Joseph Stravell, U.S. Army. Veronica Stubbs. Andrea Studer. Tyra Stull. Richard Sue. Michelle Sue, U.S. Navy veteran. Jesse Suko. Kayla Sumter Lukeman. Jasmine Sutton, U.S. Army veteran.
Terry Sweeney. Alan Sykes, U.S. Army. Burgundy Tanner. Linda Tanner. Brooke Tapp. Taylor Tatro, U.S. Army. Skylar Tatum. Anthony Taylor, U.S. Army veteran. Rebecca Taylor. Regina Teasdale. Christy Thatcher, U.S. Navy. Asa Thoreau. Tiffany Theus. Amy Thomas. John Thomas. Julie Thomas. Casey Thomas. Samantha Thomas. Brenda Tompkins, U.S. Navy. Makayla Thompson.
Marcus Thompson. Joseph Thurn, U.S. Army. Debbie Tillman. Leslie Todd. Lanisha Todorovich. Morgan Tonsel. Matthew Troxel, U.S. Marines. Michael Twankey. Sydney Tulloch Foster. Sarah Turk. Brianna Tyler. Kimberly Tyler, Brianna Unkefer, John Upton, U.S. Navy veteran, Lesliam Yurkochia, Joanne Valson Dixon, Fatima Valencia, Bradley Valentine, Norma Valle, Russell Van Gelder, Laura Van Gilder,
Stephanie Van Nuffelen, Augustina Vanacore, Jeremy Vance, Tara Van Riel, Regina Vaughn, Paul Vasquez, Ryan Vett, Stephen Vinson, U.S. Marines, Bethany Vitaro, Andrew Voigt, Joshua Waddell, Annie Wagstaff, Anna Waits, April Walker, Brandon Wallace, Carla Wallen, Timothy Waller, Valerie Walter, Jennifer Walters, Sharon Walters,
Stacy Walters, Emily Ward, Richard Ward, U.S. Army, Amanda Warren, John Washisko, Sonia Wathan, Tiara Watson, Carmen Waugh, Carlisa Weatherspoon, U.S. Army, Ashley Webb, Calise Webb, Joy Webster, Nadine Wellington, Jamie Wells, Lakeisha Wells, Kanika West, Alyssa Wheeler, Gary White II, U.S. Army, Georgina Whiteside,
Gabrielle Witten, Shakira Wiggins, Crystal Wida Kreck, Taniata Wilborn, Aaron Wiles, Paige Wilkening, U.S. Navy, Elizabeth Wiley, U.S. Army, Alec Williams, Amanda Williams, Gerald Dwan Williams, U.S. Navy veteran, Jessica Williams, Keisha Williams, Latanya Williams, Lydia Williams, Raven Williams, Rochelle Williams, Celia Williams, Sophia Williams, Vera Williams, Allison Willis,
Anna Wilson, Heather Wilson, Tanya Wilson Olds, Nicole Winstead, Keo Wakoma, Lori Wolf, Gina Wolf. Susan Wolf, U.S. Air Force veteran. David Wood, U.S. Marines. William Wood. Janelle Woodard, U.S. Navy veteran. Dylan Woodruff, U.S. Navy. Ronisha Woods. Shakay Ray. Gina Wright. Jessica Wright.
Cadian Wright.
Laura Wright. Maisha Wright, U.S. Air Force. Raven Wright.
Muhammad Yassin. Anibal Ibarra, U.S. Army. Stephen York. Alan Yost, U.S. Army. Ginger Young. Jessica Young. Nina Young. Phyllis Young. Stephen Young. Mike Yupa, U.S. Marines veteran. Laura Zax. Heba Zamzam. Dennis Ziegler, U.S. Marines veteran. Jade Zollers.
Let's give a round of applause for all of our graduates. You might have noticed I enjoy this as much as you do. I mean, this is just phenomenal. We're almost at the finish line. Families and friends, please remain seated and keep the aisles clear until the faculty and the graduates have exited the theater. You're going to have to find your graduate outside somewhere after the ceremony, so I hope you made those plans in advance. It's now time for what we call the ceremonial tassel turning. Candidates, no, not candidates, you're graduates now. Graduates, please rise. Virtual graduates, put on your cap and tassel if you're not wearing it. As the Chancellor of Purdue University Global, I now invite you to participate in the tradition that will signify your new status. Graduates, as you're now the 2021 graduating class of Purdue University Global, you may change your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations! And let me simply say, on behalf of everyone from Purdue University Global, we wish you a safe and joyous holiday season.